So it looks like Marvel TOKON is going to be teasing all the different episode modes for each team, since just a little while ago we got the teaser trailer for the Unbreakable X-Men, and we also got the one for the Knights of Doom. And I know I see Super Scrolls right there. I will be green. Calm down. Okay, it's coming. There are some interesting notes we see set up though, like the contention with Magneto here and the introduction of Danger with the line that Wolverine says here, implying that this is the X-Men's first time meeting Danger and learning that Danger is alive. So that's not the big thing we get here. We knew from the PlayStation blog way back in the February State of Play that, quote unquote, due to a recent battle, many of the core X-Men members have been forced to withdraw from the front lines. We never knew what battle could have caused certain X-Men members to step away from the team, but the tweet that came out with the episode mode tease just gave us our answer. Quote unquote, the X-Men are down, but not out, after a brutal clash with an ancient mutant. Ancient mutant. But ancient mutant has always been a thorn to X-Men and has really been showing up a lot lately. Apocalypse. We're talking about Apocalypse. The interesting thing here is that TOKON never mentions Apocalypse by name, which leads me to believe we could be seeing him fairly soon in DLC, potentially with those X-Men who had to step away now becoming his horsemen, potentially? I mean, making a team with Apocalypse and only 3 horsemen is a question. Maybe they'll do all the horsemen on one team and Apocalypse is going to be on another team. I don't know. But I just wanted to figure out how Apocalypse could look in Earth 358, aka the TOKON universe, now that we know he exists and he has been part of the X-Men story so far. So without further ado, let's figure out Apocalypse. So I think it's important to establish what I want to do for old En Savanur. I mean, hype for the guy is rampant right now, for good reason. I mean, X-Men, did you see X-Men 97? Look at this shit! Man, bro's been going wild, and I'm not gonna make him another big body, alright? We got Hulk, we got the powerhouse here, so I really want to have a different playstyle from the rest of the cast, and I think it'd be cool to make him more of a stance-based Juggernaut type character, constantly morphing and reshaping his body based on the situation. So I think with that, the unique mechanic I have in mind could be what I will dub Celestial Evolution. How it works is you have 4 bars on your screen. You can charge up the meter with attacks, but landing your skill attacks fills it a lot better. Once you fill up a bar, you can input quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, DP, or double down with the unique button to permanently upgrade the skill version of that input for the rest of the game, of which there will be 3 levels of upgrading. As we go through this moveset, I'll make sure to say what the upgraded versions will look like, but it'll be interesting with this idea what moves players would prioritize when it comes to upgrading first, or if we put all the stocks in one move, as the thing is, you can only evolve 3 times per round. That does mean you can easily upgrade all the way on all your moves if it goes to like a game 4 or game 5 situation. So what are these skills? Well, you already know the drill for the moves. So for quarter circle forward, let's just have Apocalypse able to reshape his arm into different weapons to get a swing in. Light will give you a half screen spear poke, medium can give you a crumpling overhead hammer swing, and heavy will be a low hitting axe that just ground bounces like crazy. If you upgrade this move, however, you get stuff like armor, longer range on all versions, and wall bounce in all of them. It goes in order of those for upgrades, by the way, so that's level 1, level 2, and level 3 respectively. We can also make the heavy version of this move his assemble assist. Quarter circle back. This will actually be his fireball option, as it's going to be an energy cannon. Light will fire a pretty fast laser akin to Cyclops. Medium can be a slower moving fireball like Dormammu, and then heavy will just be a fast piercing laser. Super fast. When evolving, all these projectiles will become bigger. They can now multi-hit and have better chip. We can also make the light version of this move his projectile assist. So now that we're blazing through these, and honestly these moves are pretty simple for Apocalypse so far, let's get more complicated with this DP, which will be an uppercut. Not a simple one though, as Apocalypse will use his self-size manipulation to rapidly grow as he's popping the uppercut, and will even give the heavy version of this armor, because I think growing into a Titan deserves at least a little bit of armor, I don't know, just saying. For upgrades, we can make the move launch the opponent higher, give some invulnerability, and even cause a follow-up that slams the opponent down for a ground bounce. Also, yeah, let's just make the heavy version of the vertical assist too. Yeah, armor assist, screw you! Now for double down, remember when I said he's a stance-based Juggernaut? Here's what I mean by that. As this move actually only unlocks if you fully evolve one of the 3 prior moves. For several seconds, Apocalypse can enter a more empowered state. What it'll give him is armor on all of his heavy normals, extra damage on throws, and your evolution gauge will now build at a faster rate. So it's much more of a passive type of thing. Passive sort of install, you feel me? So getting this state unlocked definitely has its benefits. Even more, there's only one level to upgrade in this move. But if you do, when you pop this, you also restore a little bit of health. So get ready to make people sad. And Apocalypse definitely is more of a resource management character now when it comes to this. Now, with all the basic stuff for his moveset underway, let's get these supers under control. Of course, we got super, ultimate, and assemble supers. And yes, I know I haven't done assemble supers in my moveset, but hey, we're doing them now. Starting off with the regular super, we can make this a simple command grab super. Apocalypse grabs the opponent, enlarges his fist, gets a celestial beam, kind of like his quarter circle back, fires at point blank range, sets the opponent flying, sends the opponent flying, and it could be a good damage move and a pretty solid combo ender. Very simple. Ultimate, let's summon ship like a car super to hit, swallow the opponent whole before Apocalypse joins ship and starts constantly transforming his arms while beating down while he's still in the ship, getting to the edge of ship, overlooking the stage, like very high up, while Apocalypse grabs you by the skull and drops you down back to Earth. Ultimate supers also give a benefit of buffs to these characters and unique abilities, so with how strong evolution already is, I just think a faster charge after using ultimate makes the most sense. Now we've got the all-timer, the assemble. So for this, let's summon the horsemen! Wait, who are the horsemen? I think it would be best for X-Men that are currently not present in the X-Mansion stage to be the ones that turn into the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Jubilee already shows up as a horseman in Marvel Rivals, so we could slot her here very easily. We don't see Cyclops or Jean Grey at all in the X-Mansion stage, which is very surprising, considering how many staple X-Men we see here already. So maybe they joined up with Apocalypse. I don't know. For the last, it's my video, X-23. I love her. It's X-23. I want to make Wolverine feel so much dread. Even though he's like my favorite Marvel character, I want to devastate him. I don't know. I love you, Wolverine. Either way, how the assemble could play out is that Apocalypse reaches forward and restrains the opponent. Then from there, the different horsemen could appear and start blasting and slashing through the opponent before Apocalypse launches the opponent high into the skies, grows to a size comparable to X-Men versus Street Fighter, and then crushes the opponent in his hands for a finisher. I know my roster for the horsemen is a bit unorthodox, but also let's see you take a crack at it, smart guy. I want to see you take a crack at it. With that though, that's gonna be it. As you saw with the Spider-Man analysis video I dropped, I really love my Rushdown fighters, but I also love the lore that this game is building up. We got the reveal of the Unbreakable X-Men story, and just a few minutes before I was recording, also the Knights of Doom story, which, yes, again, I see Ronan the Accuser and Silver Scroll right there. I'm working on it, okay? I'm one dude. I have to go to Bite this weekend, okay? Calm down. I'm doing my best. I'll get there. I'll get there. Either way, I hope y'all enjoyed this Apocalypse moveset. I hope you enjoyed me being blue. I'll be green and blue soon, but look forward to either that or actually it probably will be those two next. Okay, bye-bye!